in your heart and drink it up till the morning starts. Circulate the red light. This is.
All right, how you doing? I'm Gary. This is Physical Format Rock and Roll. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are doing a contest video today, and it is for my very good friend, Mike, over at MGK Buffalo. So, Mike is having a contest to him and his wife. Well, actually, it's his daughter this time. Caroline was his co-host, but Patty makes an appearance in there too. And it is a push to get to a quadrillion. Can you believe this guy? But anyway, hey, we all have to have dreams, right? So, it's, of course, Mike is known as being, one of the cool guys in the vinyl community, and he's hosted this great party for the past couple years, and I've been lucky enough to go there. I'm not sure if I'll be able to go this year or not. I'm hoping so. It's a little bit up in the air. But it's funny, when my wife came back, my wife went with me last year, and, we took pictures and stuff, and she was showing people at work pictures from the party, and they had some interesting comments about it. Like, for instance, we always talk about Jack, the Vinyl Martini, Mr. Handsome Guy and everything, but when they were looking at those pictures, they're like, yeah, Jack's okay, but what about this guy? And they were talking about Mike. They thought Mike was a really handsome guy. And then they looked and they said, it's really nice too that I see that his dad was there. And Amy looked at it and she goes, well, that's not Dad. That's another guy. That's Steve from A is for Alice. And then they also said, wow, who is this? It looks like a Russian basketball player. Well, that was Jeff Witcher. So they had all kinds of interesting comments looking at those pictures. But it was a great time. But anyway, let's get on with this contest. I'm not sure. You'll have to check out his video for it. I don't know. It's a $500 gift card or something like that. But anyway, let's throw in our hat into the ring. An album that your spouse has that you don't like very much. So, first off, Amy, my wife, doesn't buy really many albums on her own. So, but, some I have bought for her. One that I bought is that last album by Adele 30. But she actually doesn't like that one either, it turns out. She likes the earlier ones, but not that one. So, there you go. There's that. Show your favorite snack and review it. So, one of my favorite snacks is honey roasted peanuts. I am quite the fan of them, and I'm going to do a taste test right now. So we have Planters and we have Kroger brand. So let's see here. Let's see which one I like better. Those are pretty good. Clean the palate. Check out the Kroger's. You know what? They're both really good. I don't know. I don't know if I'd call it a tie, or this might slightly edge it out. But anyway, they're both good. So I'll have to start, maybe getting Kroger's more often. Save a couple bucks. So there you go. Honey roasted peanuts. Next, wear a cool shirt in your video and say why it's a cool shirt. Let me see. How about this? Yes, sirree. That's my Kiss Rock and Roll Over shirt. And why do I think it's cool? Because look at it. It's Kiss all over it, and it's Rock and Roll Over. One of my favorite albums by them. Came out late 1976. All right. Okay, describe a positive and a negative concert experience and show an album from it. Okay, I haven't really had too many negative concert experiences, luckily. Cheers, by the way. But one that I have plenty of positive ones I could do, but I'm going to do this one. And I think I've talked about it before. I went to a show a few years back, and 3 bands that I like were there, and a couple of them are just really big-time favorite bands of mine. So we had Cheap Trick opened up the show, and this, of course, is All Shook Up. Fantastic album, produced by George Martin. And then we had Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. This is her album, Glorious Results of a Misspent Youth. This is it from 83 or 4? No, I'm not sure. I can't remember. But anyway, I think, no. This is 84 or 85 even. Doesn't matter. I love this album. It's great. It escapes me at the moment. But so they both put on great shows. And then it was Heart. This is Heart. This is one of their later albums. This is Fanatic. Another solid album. And everybody sounded great. I was there with my wife, sister-in-law, brother-in-law. Everybody was loving it, having a good time. It was really hot, but we liked it. And I mean, it was just so much. One, great group after another. So many terrific songs that I've loved for years. And Heart closed the show doing that version of Stairway to Heaven that they do. And it was just so amazing. By the time it was done, I'm like, I think I had a tear in my eye. It was just a fantastic show. Negative shows, like I said, not too many, but here's a negative, and it's of somebody I just showed, Joan Jett. This is Mindsets. This is the latest studio album that she put out there a couple years ago. Now, it's not Joan Jett's fault that I had a negative experience, but what it was there's this show down in Dublin, Ohio. It's a free show they do. It's out of school. They put it on like around the 4th of July. And there's like certain seating that's in this roped off area. And then the rest of it's like free. And we went to see Joan Jett when it was free. And we were pretty far back in the back. And you got people having picnics and stuff. And Joan Jett's up there playing. KC and the Sunshine Band opened up. And Joan Jett was playing. And it's like not nearly as loud as it should be being back there, and you had people talking and not paying attention and sitting out on their blankets having picnics. It was hard to get into the show. Just really made me mad with an artist that I like that much. Now, I did see John Fogerty at that same venue, like I don't know if it was before or after that, but we were down close that time, and it was great. It was fantastic. Okay, what's next? Oh yeah, suppose you win the lottery and money is no object. Where are you going to go? Well, destination I would probably like to, well, I'd take my wife to Hawaii because she talks about going there. But then I would like to go to Europe. Definitely like to go to Europe. Who knows? Maybe I would run into Mike, PC-31, the Final Policeman, and David Atkinson. And if I go see Mike, then I got to go see Of Gods and Men. I want to see his band play, but I also want to go see his band Kinked Alive, which is a Kinks tribute band, and him and I are going to get shit-faced. I think it would be a great time. I'd love to meet either one of those guys. Oh, and I think I'd have David Atkinson take me out to a pub somewhere, not a big-time thing, just a cool pub where I could hang out for the day. Next up, Show a Blues album. I was kind of surprised at how many people don't even have a proper blues album to share. I don't know what's wrong with some of these people nowadays. Anyway, I'm going to show one. This is Rocking Chair by Howlin' Wolf, the great Howlin' Wolf, Chester Burnett to some people. Fantastic. This is a reissue of this album. Sounds so good, so awesome. Man, I don't know. This is an album that I feel like everybody should own, but evidently some people can't handle blues. Next up, what do we got here? Show a hat and tell why you like it. Well, you know what? I've got all kinds of hats. I've got some cool hats that people have given me. Our buddy Steve from All the World is Alice gave me that one, and Mike's lovely wife Patty gave me this. Love the way this one fits. The Bengals hat here. Matthew Street gave me this cool retro hat of the Cleveland Indians. Still has Chief Wahoo on there. But you know what? I don't know if this is my favorite hat, but I think so. I find myself wearing it. It would be this Minnesota Vikings hat that is kind of ragged looking, but I wore this. The only time I ever got to go up to Minnesota to see a game, I had this on, and I just can't seem to make myself get rid of it. So there you go. Okay, show a supermodel. Somebody you would consider a supermodel, male and female. Now, this is important. It says male and female. I notice some people, you know, they're kind of, I don't know, they got weird reasons, but they don't want to show a male, you know, so they're just showing a female. But it says male and female, so I'm hoping that Mike is a man of principle and that all those entries are just disqualified in this contest, because this is a contest, folks. Okay, this isn't some cheap little tag or something. This is an actual contest. So you got to play by the rules. Mike made the rules. Got to play by them. So for male, I'm going to go with this album, Regatta de Blanc by The Police. Love The Police. And you're saying, oh, you're picking Sting? No, I'm going to go with Stuart Copeland. There you go. Stuart Copeland, my favorite member of The Police. Love this album. Message in a Bottle. And for female, I know probably a lot of you think I'm going to say Olivia Newton-John, but I am going with this one, Stiletto, by Lita Ford, because the way she's got her hair and everything, and this picture on the back, to me that's kind of a supermodel kind of look that she had going on there, really glammed up and everything. So that's my pick for that one. What do we got here? Show a song that you never need to hear again. I can't remember now what he called this one, but anyway, show a song you never need to hear again. So one of them I'm going to pick would be off of this. I'm going to go with Rockin' Me, Keep On a Rockin' Me, Baby. I don't need to hear that song again by Steve Miller. Sick of that one. And another one, you know, another one I'm sick of that just seems, when I hear it now, it just seems stupid. And that would be that Give It Away by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. You know, the way it starts out, what I got, you got to give it to your mama. What I got, you got to give it to your papa. You know, mama, papa, what is he? Like a 5-year-old extra from The Godfather? A mama, papa. Why is he talking like that? It just sounds ridiculous. And then when he says Bob Marley's name, like 3 lines in a row there. Bob Marley, a poet and a saint, oh, Bob Marley. It just sounds so pathetic, like he's just doing this stupid name drop thing, and the song just gets on my nerves now. I don't need to hear that stupid song again either. Okay. Last, show a duet that would rival Mike and Patty. Well, nothing can do that, but the duet I went is actually a duet between 2 male singers, and I went with this album. This is Resurrection by Rob Halford. It is a solo album that he did, and it is a great one. This is a fantastic album, and the song that I'm picking is called The One You Love to Hate. It's a terrific duet that he does with Bruce Dickinson, and it just kicks ass. I love that song, so that is my pick. That is my contest entry. Make sure you go over and like and subscribe to our good friend Mike, just one of the best guys in the vinyl community, and I really hope he gets a quadrillion, whatever that is, subscribers. But till the next time, my friends, I will see you down the road.